Alright guys, it was March 19th, 2025. This is going to be a pretty quick one tonight. It's FLMC fund rates today, so before 1 p.m. Price action is going to be kind of trash. I didn't even really look at it much. There was one trade that I took earlier in the morning, but normally, I mean, you can see just from looking over here, starting at 7 a.m. and these giant upshoots after they take liquidity down here. There weren't a lot of stuff that I could get into, and then obviously this giant 1 o'clock Central Standard Time candle right here. You're not getting in on that FOMC candle. I guess you might have, even if you thought it was going to go up, this probably would have ripped your stop right here and then gone up. Or if you thought it was going to go down, this wouldn't have got you filled down here. So you would have gotten raked over the coals either way there. But anyway, after FOMC comes out, you can normally find something in the, you can normally find something in the afternoon. Alrighty, sorry about that. I had to plug in my computer here. So anyways, what we got here, you see we kind of wick up here, and so you can see there is this little imbalance right here. Come on now. So, some people could see this and say, okay, we inverted this right here, so why wouldn't you go short? Well, we didn't take any liquidity up here. So zoom out over here. What did we take over here? Nothing. So there's no reason that this is going to reverse right there. I wouldn't be looking for a reversal. So what we are looking for is just continuation to keep going up, because this right here, you can see this candle right here, FOMC candle came down, ripped everybody out down here, and then started going up. So anyways, we come down here, and you see we got a swing low right here. It's not a huge swing low, but it is a swing low. And this is on both of these. We got ES over here, NASDAQ over here on the right. So you see we take liquidity here, and then we close above. So close above right here. We are going to assume long here. Stop goes below that candle. Boom, right there. That's a 2.36 trade. Not even waiting for it to go down anymore. So we take it. Now you can see right over here. See, this one hits this 50% projection before this one does. Let me move this over a little bit here. So you can see it hit before. So I close out right here because a lot of times that one will hit and then it'll just dump on you. But even then, you still got a 1.75, 1.8 trade right there, and that is plenty for me for my win rate. So good trade either way. Alright, next 15-minute candle, we got another really nice one here, just really nice, smooth price action. So you can see we closed above right here. We didn't take any liquidity. We took, I guess you could say this one and then closed above. So I guess you could have taken it right here. Personally, I waited to hit right here. So once this candle right here closes, you created that right there on that line. That gave me a little bit more warm and fuzzy. I guess you could have taken it off of there if you wanted to. So anyways, get your little dealio set up here. Just like that, you got 272. So right there where that, and you get a better entry here on this, which I mean, you're not always going to get that, but you got a 2-0 entry right there. Boom, boom. And this one hits it first. Beautiful. Done. And, you know, you get that's a 35-point trade. You know, let's just say you're risking $1,000, right? Well, you know, let's say, you know, you got a, you know, whatever X amount of dollar account that you need, you know, for your risk parameters to risk, you know, $1,000 a trade. Well, that's a 2x trade. You just made $2,000 in 5 minutes. Okay, where are you going to get a job that does that? Shit, most people ain't even making $2,000 a week. You just made it in 5 minutes. You just got to learn what you got to be looking for here. There's a lot of little nuances that I'm sure y'all could find and say, oh, well, it didn't work over here. Well, you know, I've been staring at this shit for years. So, and you have to do that. You can't just watch my videos and go out and try to do this or you're going to get nuked. But you watch these and then you have to spend time just going through the charts just like I do. And the way I trade probably isn't going to work for you. The way anybody else trades probably isn't going to work for you. You have to put in the work, and you have to put in years of work. I consider it like a college degree. You don't go to college. Personally, I got an engineering degree. You know, I didn't go to engineering school and after 2 months give up because I wasn't designing shit yet. You know, you know, it seems absolutely insane, you know, once I say it like that. But there's so many people out there that try to trade and they study it for a month or two and they're just like, nope, this is all rigged. Nobody can make money in these markets. And that's staying the same thing. It's ridiculous. So, get off my soapbox here. But this is a good trade. Good trades in the afternoon. On FOMC days, normally just wait for the afternoon because you're going to get jerked around a lot in the morning. Alrighty, last one for the day. Last 15 minutes of the day. Normally I would not trade the last 15-minute candle, but on days with news at 1 p.m. Central Time, you know, FOMC fund rates, where it's all choppy and super shitty all morning, that last hour of trading is normally actually pretty good. So that's just kind of something to keep in mind as you know, get better. Or as you, not get better, but as you start looking at these charts and, you know, understanding things a little better. Anyway, so we got this little peachy imbalance right there. Got another one right over here. And you can see right here, that candle on that close, we inverted that. As soon as that closes, 175, since it is divergence. This one made equal highs, this one did not. That's a divergence, then a reversal. So instead of taking it off at the 50% mark, you are going to aim for at least the 75% or 25%, however you draw your fib here. 3/4 of the way back through the range. And at this point, since it is a 175 and the minimum I will take is a 1-to-1, I would actually leave on some, you know, a small portion of it and, you know, move my stop up to where if it does stop me out, I'm still above a 1-to-1 risk ratio, but I'm going to let it go down and see if it'll reach down here into this imbalance that's down here and the 100% retracement, which it did. And that's, you know, you get down to there, you're looking at, you know, above a 2, which obviously this last part here you only have a partial on. So, you know, you might turn that into, you know, instead of a 175, you might turn that into a 2-1, right? So anyway, I hope y'all learned something today. If nothing else, learn that it is normally not a good idea to trade in the mornings of FOMC. Thanks for watching.